What is going on, crypto peeps? I am currently at the airport at LAX, so I figured that I would go into some technical analysis while I'm waiting for my damn flight. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. Actually, let me check real quick. Yeah, you should be able to see the screen. So yeah, I figured I'd get into some technical analysis on the markets since there is some market movement today. Some promising movement depending on what we're looking at. So current market cap is at around 256 bill. BTC dominance still at around 42%. Just shy of that. You do see some green. Actually, you know what? Let me change this to BTC real quick. So you do see some green in terms of BTC pricing. There are some usual suspects especially because some of these have upcoming mainnets, right? So you'll see Ontology, VeChain. What else on here? ZIL, Eternity. So really all the ones that have mainnets, all the main ones that have mainnets coming up are doing well, or at least relatively well compared to what we had before. I did send out some trade alerts today based on some points of market confirmation. Not all of these provided market confirmation, but some of the ones that I sent trade alerts for did provide market confirmation, and some of them were just high reward, low risk plays if you have your stop limit set up correctly. So if you want access to those trade alerts, go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon that is in the description. Let us get right into it. So looking at Bitcoin right off the bat, you'll see that there was this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry, I don't have my regular mouse on me, but this right here is a Dragonfly doji. Oh, and by the way, the reason I'm at LAX is because I'm going to the Blockchain Connect conference in Silicon Valley, which is tomorrow and Wednesday, and I actually did pick a winner. I announced it on Twitter. Let me just go to Twitter real quick, and the name of the winner was Dave Chow. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I do look forward to seeing you there. Congrats on winning that free ticket to the Blockchain Connect conference. There's a lineup of speakers that is really compelling, and I'm excited to see. And hopefully, I get to speak to some of these. If I can do interviews with some of these important people, I will definitely capture them and bring them to you. All right. So congratulations, Dave Chow. Let's get right back into the analysis. So looking at BTC, you'll see that there is a Dragonfly doji right here. Usually when you see this, depending on what's going on with the volume, that could be a sign of a reversal from a downward trend to an upward trend. You see the stochastic trending upward as well as the RSI. The MACD looks indecisive at the moment, just ranging in a flat momentum. There is some divergence between the price. Once you're trained to see this, you won't even have to draw the lines, but it pops right out at you. So between the price, the RSI, and the stochastic. So the stochastic and the RSI made a higher low, the price made a lower low. This is a sign of major bullish divergence, which could indicate that there is a reversal up ahead as well. So we have the Dragonfly doji, the buy volume that's better than it has been in the last couple of weeks, as well as the bullish divergence and the trending upward of the oscillator indicators. There are a few indications that say that we have found a bottom at 6,000. Now, if you zoom into the larger picture, if you've been following the last few videos that I've had, you'll see that I did draw the Elliott wave pattern here, and I was saying that we could be still in a corrective wave that has room to go down all the way to around 4,000 while still maintaining the rules of that Elliott wave. So it might not be that we found a bottom, and it might be that we're done with a correction and we are going to see a rally from here. But so far, what it looks like is 6,000 is we're seeing heavy support at 6,000. And if you change this to like an hourly chart, you'll see that, yeah, I mean, we did dip below 6,000 a bit, but there is heavy bounce back from that above 6,000, and you'll see that here. Moving on to VeChain, you'll see that VeChain back in April, we had an inverse head and shoulders that did rally a bit, but then failed, and we are now in this descending broadening wedge channel. Now, VeChain does have a mainnet coming up, and as you know, they have signed a lot of deals with corporate partners. You do see a major bullish divergence between the price and the stochastic, where the stochastic made a higher low, the price made a lower low, again indicating that a reversal may be underway. Now, what could happen is obviously we could, rally a bit on VeChain, hit this resistance on the broadening wedge and then come back down, or we could break out of this. Who knows? Either way, if you set your stop limit appropriately and you know the limits of what you're willing to lose, this could be a high reward, low risk situation. See, that's what you're trying to get into, right? Is basically the best risk reward ratio that you can find for yourself. Moving on to ONT, you'll see that ONT is similar in that there's a descending wedge. However, it is coming from all-time highs, and you'll see that we tested the resistance line of this descending wedge a couple times, and we tested the support 3 times. So you'll see 1, 2, 3 on the support, 1 and 2 on the resistance. Now again, same thing, we could either break out, hit resistance, or sorry, not break out, we could rally, hit resistance, and then fall back down, or break out of this descending wedge. We do see, however, this healthy volume coming in. We haven't seen volume like this since beginning of June, really. So almost three and a half weeks since we've seen volume like this. So hopefully that is a sign of things to come. You do see there is hidden bullish divergence between the price, the RSI, and the stochastic, where the price made a higher low and the RSI and stochastic made a lower low, and you do see the RSI and the stochastic trending upwards as well. We'll get into a couple more here that we were taking a look at this morning. Looking at Nano actually hit an all-time low yesterday, so we are heavily discounted, obviously, and heavily oversold. The great thing though with Nano is that even though we hit an all-time low yesterday, that isn't the lowest that we got on the RSI recently. So you'll see that the RSI was majorly oversold back in around June 13th, and today we do have an oversold RSI, but it is not quite as low. So you see that the RSI made a higher low and the price made a lower low. This is a sign of major bullish divergence, once again indicating a possible reversal. And being that Nano is at all-time lows, it's a great risk to reward ratio, where you could pick up a lot of cheap Nano, the cheapest it's ever been, assuming that you like the fundamentals of the project as well. So, and you also see the bullish divergence occurring between the price and the stochastic. Moving on to one more, we'll do one more. Zilliqa, you'll see Zilliqa, there is major divergence between the price going all the way back to April. So the price made a higher low and the RSI and stochastic made a lower low. This is called hidden bullish divergence, meaning that it is likely that the uptrend will continue. Zilliqa does have a mainnet launch coming up. The exact date hasn't been ironed out, I believe, but it is sometime in Q3 2018. All right, on to the news front. You'll see that Tether releases 250 million in Tether. Twitter awaits Bitcoin price jump. The reason is, traditionally when we've seen these large amounts of Tether being created, they say out of thin air, Tether claims that there are actual dollars. Each Tether is backed by $1 US. Oh, that wasn't me. Either way, typically when we see these big issuances of Tether, the price of Bitcoin and in turn crypto jump. So Charlie Lee from Litecoin, he's saying, generally this has been a precursor of price going up. Tether gets printed when people deposit USD and get USDT back. This USDT will then be used to buy crypto. So hopefully that's the case. Obviously we know that just because Tether was created, it doesn't mean that that Tether is then going to automatically and swiftly be used to buy more crypto, but that is the hope that eventually will lead to more volume, basically. Interesting news in Tron world. Tron claims its blockchain is live, but its token migration isn't over. This is, I mean, I don't know why they have to do things prematurely. They can just wait until the token migration is over. Justin Sun always seems to want to produce the best the best news possible at the quickest rate. And you don't always have to keep pushing good. You can wait, right? Like you can wait until the token migration is over and then say that your blockchain is live. Nonetheless, jumping the gun is something that he seems to like to do. They are calling this day Independence Day, and the reason is because that's when it marks the beginning of community governance over the Tron blockchain, where the community is actually governing it, and it's no longer, you know, centralized. Either way, good for Tron. I do think that I do like Justin Sun, and I think that the project could be fruitful, but it is still premature. There are those that want to claim that, you know, Tron is a shitcoin or Tron is the greatest thing ever. Well, I mean, with most of these things, we have yet to see. So, and in the last piece of news, world's fourth largest crypto exchange. Apologies if I mispronounce this, but Huobi. I'm just gonna go with Huobi. Appoints CEO for new U.S. platform. Apparently, they have a new U.S. platform called HBus coming out, and they appointed a CEO based in the United States. It's actually based in San Francisco, where I'm currently going, for this HBus U.S. exchange, or a division, U.S. division of the Huobi exchange. Alright, that is it for this video. Again, apologies for the quality. You know, I'm not in my normal environment at the airport lounge at LAX. Look forward to seeing some news from the Blockchain Connect conference. I will bring you the important updates and important news as they come along. I'll record as much as I can. Hopefully I can snag an interview or two with some of the speakers or representatives at the Blockchain Connect conference. And if I see anybody from the crypto YouTube world, even though ironically I'm out of the loop, which is funny, but yeah, if I do see anybody pertinent or somebody I think you guys would get excited for, I'll try to get them on camera. I do possibly have an interview with somebody really special coming up on Thursday, and I'll announce that as time moves along. But it is somebody really well known in the crypto community, and he might be, I just gave away his gender, but he might be on the show or on my channel on Thursday if I can lock that interview in. So look forward to that. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. If you want access to the trade alerts, subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to my Twitter as well. I'm being more and more active on Twitter, so hit up my Twitter and follow me on there as well. Join the Discord. It's 100% free. Stay safe out there. Peace.